What's up, guys, and welcome back to Gabe Miller Music. Today I'm going to show you the making of a progressive house drop on the Korg Electribe 2, the synth version. I'm going to dive into dealing with the chord engine, how I did all the sound design involved, really dialing in your drums, and a whole lot more. So without any further introduction, let's jump into it. I'm going to start this off by playing a slightly longer version of the jam that you heard in the intro, and then I'll get into the individual elements. So let's get into it. I've got two kick layers. This is the main one, pretty standard, just the default kick sound, layered with this guy right here, which is 48. And I've removed all the attack. Giving the kick a bit more body and complementing the punch. Harkening back a little bit to kind of an 80s style kick. This is the clap right here. And I'm using grooves to shift this to be just a little bit ahead of the beat. So that would be the rush beat groove. So it hits just a little bit early, creating a flam with the kick. Very common technique in a lot of progressive house. I use it all the time. Hi-hats up next. I've got these panned around a bit. So let me show you what these are. This is voice one, so this is like a beatboxed thing. And then this is like kind of a more proper hi-hat. This is going fast. This is just doing a standard offbeat thing. And you'll notice that some of the stuff, for instance, the clap is sent to the master effect, which is the reverb. So maybe play all the drums together. I actually kind of like it better without the reverb, to be honest. Pretty simple for the drums. Up next, the main attraction, the pluck. So this is played using the chord engine. Pretty straightforward chord progression here. If I go shift to chord, this is chord set 5, which is the default. Turn the effects back on. So that's the pumper. And then let's dive into the sound itself, other than the pumper, which I've turned off for now. The oscillator is the unison saw, getting into kind of super saw territory. And of course, we've got a low pass filter with the EG set, with this in a pluck formation. This is the original position right here. And this is sent to the reverb. Pretty simple pluck sound, fairly standard. I really like how pluck sounds turn out on this thing in general. So let me get the pumper back on here. Once again, let me turn off the pumper. This bass is pretty similar to the pluck that we've already heard. Got a boost saw, and then once again, a high cut filter, a low pass filter, sweeping down on the sound. And originally I was just gonna follow what the main pluck was doing, but then I got the idea to do kind of a rolling bass line. I just play that in manually. And I did kind of double check to make sure that the kick and the bass meshed well together, even without the pumping. That's fairly tight. After that, I did spend some time trying to find kind of a pad type element, or at least that was the intent. I just pulled up a saw, replicated the chord progression, and went, actually sounds pretty cool as it is. So this is literally just the saw oscillator with a chorus on it and a little bit of reverb. Just playing the chord progression. That's it. I actually think it sounds pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of some other kind of like late to mid 2000s progressive house that I am still somewhat nostalgic for. And that's pretty much it for this tune as it is. If I was to take this even further, I would have some kind of lead. In this case, I even designed one using a triangle with the reverb, as you can hear, and the bit crusher. That's kind of messy, but hopefully you get the idea. Something like that if I wanted to take this even farther. If you would like to see more Korg Electribe videos, I've got you covered. You can click or tap up over here, and I will be back with a new video in a little bit. Thank you so much for watching.